Hey there everybody, this is Piper here and welcome to another Rome Tour battle. So today it's a 3 vs 3 battle, usual CW rules, 15k. I'm playing as Brutii Romans today. I've got our fellow player SkiFoTavRus, he's playing as Britannia. And the last of my teammates is fellow CH member Altaf. So we're playing against Carthage, Rome, and it looks like Armenia. So we have a slight advantage with the Britannian faction. So we'll go through the armies fairly fast. Altaf has brought 6 Royal Pikemen. These guys are go gold, looks like. 2 Cretans, no upgrades. And 6 regular archers, go gold. And he's brought 5 companion cavalry. And these guys have no upgrades. So it's quite unusual, I've never actually seen that before, no upgrades on the heavy cavalry. But obviously these guys have a very powerful charge, and that might be why there's no upgrades on them. So basically I brought an anti-Rome army, but I've gone with Urbans instead of Triarii, because we're fighting 2 pike factions. So I've got 3 Urbans, these guys have 1 upgrade on the attacks, that's bronze upgrade. 6 archers go gold, 2 auxiliary archer, gold attack, silver attack, 6 cavalry, go gold, and we get peasant at the front as a peeler shield. Britannia, 6 warlords, chariots, with some upgrades, 2 missile, 6 archers, 6 head hurlers, and they're looks like they're go gold. So Armenia, 2 horse archers. It's like 5. Looks like 4 pikes. It looks like about 4 upgrades on them. 6 archers most likely. Rome he's gone for the infantry based army. Go gold Urbans. And it looks like 2 auxiliary at the back and 6 regular archers. Rome has gone with 5 cavalry auxilia, and these guys have 3 upgrades, so probably just gold attack. Armenia has the 5 cataphracts. These guys are gold looks like. And Armenia has 6 archers, and they are 5 upgrades. So right here, the Roman player is actually called A, moved forward his auxilia cavalry, and they're getting attacked by the barbarian warlords. And the barbarian warlords will just destroy those lights. I have my peasants here helping the warlords take away some of the fire from the horse archers. And that was a pretty good charge there by SkiFoTavRus. He's taking out a lot of the Roman light cavalry there. So we have the Cretans here, getting some shots in against the slingers. And it looks like the Carthaginian Numidians will get caught by them. Should actually go through the Carthage army as well. So Carthage, it's going to be 6 Sacred Band, and 2 Pueni, 6 Slingers, 6 Baleriac, and he brought 4 Numidian missile cavalry, and he lost 1 of them. So that player is GoTW, TitanOG, Roman player is A, and the Armenian player is Bia, Asija, CCCPA. So Britannia skirmish on the right flank. My peasants are really there to help Britannia It's cheaper for me to bring peasants. It costs me 100 to bring 1 unit of peasants, whereas it costs Britannia 150. So it makes more sense if I bring the peasants. So SkiFoTavRus doing a great job on the right flank, using the missile chariots well, get some good shots in against the archers. So TitanOG doing some attacks against the Cretans. He did get caught there by the companion cavalry, and they actually routed there. And again, a great charge there by Altaf, getting some good kills against the Numidian mercenaries. Even though these guys only have no upgrades, the companions, they're very effective still against the light cavalry. So we can see here, A's, or the Romans, cavalry auxilia, they've actually came back from routing, and they're actually still fairly, some of them are like about half strength, but because they routed before, they'll have lower morale. And Altaf protecting his Cretans with his companion cavalry. And you can see here a lot of damage has been done to the slingers. So check out the right flank again fast. SkiFoTavRus using his chariots to attack the Arab cav and the Armenian archers. And obviously we do have the advantage in this battle that we have Britannia, so it is quite difficult for the enemy side to actually fight back, but it's not impossible to win it against Britannia. It's just a lot harder. So what I'll do is I'll speed this up a little bit. You can see here again more attacks by the Numidian mercenaries, and the armies are moving over now. So we'll play it here. So because Rome moved over and Armenia's moving over, I'm going to rearrange my army across here because they want to be outflanked. So speed this up still. You can see from the right hand side of the battle, it's quite a long battle. So both sides rearranging. So play it here. So SkiFoTavRus has moved over slingers to get some shots in against the Carthage slingers and the Armenian archers. These guys are fairly close together. You'll probably want to try and separate these guys out a little bit, get them more spaced out, get them more in line. I've lined up my archers here, and they'll be shooting against the Carthage slingers and the Armenian archers. So because we have archers on both sides, we have archers at the front and archers at the sides, we'll be getting side-on attacks, and they're more powerful than frontal attacks. In the centre, A's used his cavalry to rout the Cretans, but the Cretans weren't upgraded, and they did a lot of damage to Carthage at the start. So Altaf probably got his money's worth out of them. So there's an arch war here happening between Altaf and A. My archers are attacking Pontus and helping out SkiFoTavRus against Armenia. And they also have the two auxiliary archers, and they have a range advantage over Armenia. So what I'll do is I'll move the camera around a little bit, get a better view here. So Altaf is pulling back, he's going to line up against my urbans, and Britannia is lined up against Armenia. So we have a charge here by the Arab Cav. They're going to try and get some kills against my peasants there. But if you notice, the archers, my archers are warmed up. SkiFoTavRus's slingers are winded, and you never really want to attack archers when they have energy, because there's so many troops here. It just panics the light cavalry and they'll rout. So you really only want to do that move if your intention is to push back the archers, or if the archers are exhausted or very tired, and then they'll just rout immediately. So because A wants to outflank here, Altaf is pulling all the way around. I'm going to give Altaf the cavalry support, at least one cavalry, and I've got some cavalry in the right flank as well, just to help out SkiFoTavRus. Because obviously chariots are really powerful, but they're not too good against pikes. And obviously I'm the anti-Rome army in this battle. So I'll hold the central position and support with my cavalry. SkiFoTavRus has his chariots in the centre, he has some on the right flank. And Macedon still has a lot of his cavalry left, although the bulk of his power lies in the pikes. So we're pulling back here, we're getting the shots in against the archers. Again, I have the archer auxilia, and they're getting a lot of good kills against the Armenian archers and the Baleriacs. So the Baleriacs have the same range as the regular archers, but they don't have the same against the elite archers. So as long as I keep these guys back, I'll always have an advantage over Carthage, Armenia. So we can see here, Rome's separated. So it was actually SkiFoTavRus right now told us to attack Carthage. So basically, I sent in my urbans, and they're going to do some damage against the Sacred Band. But right at that moment, because there's a big gap, Altaf is pushing his cavalry through that gap here. And I've also spotted that as well, so I move my cavalry through as well. I will take some shots from A, but we have the opportunity here to wipe out Sacred Band, wipe out the Carthage army. So we're going to push through that gap. SkiFoTavRus is going to attack the cataphracts with the chariots, and if he can wipe out Sacred Band here, the Carthage army, we'll be able to take out all the archers and slingers. So right there, we've pushed through that gap. Altaf is putting pressure on the Sacred Band pike, and SkiFoTavRus is attacking the cataphracts with the chariots. So that combination of the chariots and the pike will just annihilate the cataphracts, and I'm going to push forward and rout some of the slingers as well. So because these guys are winded, these guys will rout pretty fast. So I'm not going to chase down the archers with the heavy, I'm just going to rout them and we'll move on Rome afterwards. So that's the bulk of the Sacred Band killed there. Rome still does have 220 infantry, and there's a couple of units of Armenian heavy pike, but the 20 aren't nearly strong as the Sacred Band. They are still good units, but they're fairly weak in comparison, so we're just going to rout with our Praetorian cavalry. And that mass assault there will just rout these guys quite fast. There was an assault there by A against some of the Britannian slingers, but the chariots actually repelled them. And those cavalry auxilia, they weren't gold, they were only gold attack. So they're not very good in a prolonged battle against other lights or chariots. So Altaf is moving forward his pike. SkiFoTavRus has moved forward his head hurlers, and this is where these guys do a lot of damage. They're very powerful against heavily armoured troops. The heads are really powerful and they'll cause fear and a lot of damage. So the head hurlers are throwing heads at the urbans. My cavalry's coming around the back. Altaf is attacking the front. The chariots will be causing a fear effect as well on the urbans. and that combination basically destroys the morale of the enemy. So it won't be long before the Roman army actually routs. And I think he actually had a couple of units of Tirare as well at the back. But the game's actually pretty much over now. Got a lot of the archers left here. Got a lot of the cavalry left. And yeah, it's pretty much game over. Again, we had a big advantage in this battle in the sense we had Britannia. I think Britannia was actually chosen before Armenia was chosen. So they had the option to choose Egypt or Pontus. But again, it's just a fun battle. It's always good to try new things and new factions and see what works and what doesn't work. So it's really just a mopping up operation now. That's the last of the slingers routing. The chariots are going in to mop those guys up. And it's really only a couple of units of archers left. So that was really well played to everyone, really well played to SkiFoTavRus using the chariots really well, and really well played to Altaf as well. I thought he used the pikes really well. That was well played to everyone. That was a great battle. Hope you guys enjoyed the battle. If I made any mistakes with unit choices or with my descriptions of the armies, I do apologise. But having so many troops on the screen at one time, you do get a bit lost, losing track of who's who and what's what. So thanks again for watching. Don't forget to like, comment and subscribe to my channel. This is Piper signing off.